Thanks, Darth. Hi, guys. Star Wars fans and toy collectors. My name is Steve, and today I would like to share some of my favorite card figures from my collection. No random order, just a few figures I think are really cool, and here we go. TIE Fighter Pilot. I've always loved the look of these guys. Fantastic look, just, you know, the meaning of evil, right? Imperial Sentinel. Again, these guys are, it's got this whole medieval type look to this guy, which I've always liked. It's pretty much just a lump of plastic, but I don't know, there's something about this guy I always liked. Very, very cool. Luke Skywalker in Stormtrooper disguise. I always liked this guy just because of the fact that you not only get a Stormtrooper, you get Luke. You know, back then this is probably the first version of this type of figure. There's been many more better looking ones, better articulated ones, but I don't know. I always liked this guy. Even Peel. Now this guy looks like he's been through some battles, man, and the look of this character I always thought was very, very cool. From his wardrobe to the scar on his face, his hairdo, and everything, man. I always thought this guy was so cool. One of the only figures I know to die to death. Dirge. Again, very cool bounty hunter. This one's done in more of the realistic version. There's another Clone Wars version where he's more of the animated version, which is pretty cool too. But this one I just like because he comes with all this stuff, man. You know, jetpack, weapons, some kind of mace thing. He's like loaded, man. And you want to meet this guy in a dark alley, right? Chewbacca. Again, not only you get Chewbacca, you get this whole C-3PO accessory with this, which I thought was very cool. You know, you plug his hand in the body and his eyes light up, and it's just very cool. You know, you can put the backpack on him, you know, recreate that scene from Empire if you like. Speaking of Empire, the man, Lando. Again, there's a lot of versions out of this guy, but I think this version is one of the versions I think captures his likeness to a T. I mean, this looks just like him, in my opinion. He's not articulate as a lot of other figures, but you know, still very, very cool. Yeah, I know. Everybody bags on Episode 1, but let me tell you this: if it wasn't for Episode 1, you wouldn't have such a killer villain as Darth Maul. And I don't know, just love the look of this guy. I've always gravitated towards the bad characters, you know, or the bad guys in Star Wars. I just always liked their look better. They had better costumes, better backstories, just cooler figures, in my opinion. And I know there's many, many versions of Darth Vader out there. But this is one of my favorites. I think it captures the likeness of the actor very, very well. I think this wasn't the first version. There's another version before this, a Power of the Force or freeze frame one that had removable helmet, and a couple of other versions since this one. So yeah, just one of my favorites. Not very well articulated type figure, but I think the likeness of him is very, very cool. It's hard to tell through my crappy camera phone, but you know, trust me, it's very, very cool. And we got Commander Bacara. Now again, I love the clones. I'm a big fan of the clones and Rex and Cody and all that, but I don't know, Bacara's always got this killer head sculpt. I love his helmet, you know, I just love his whole armor, his decor, everything. Something about him I've always liked the best. Very, very cool. One of my favorites, definitely. And last one we're going to do is Another Luke Skywalker figure. Again, an older figure, yeah. A little beat up, but you know, still one of my favorites, just because the whole Imperial Guard disguise thing going on with this guy, the armor, the helmet. I love the helmet. It's a very cool looking helmet to me. You know, yeah, you know, the head sculpt is pretty off, but you know, it is expanded universe, so you know, whatever. It's still cool. It's still one of my favorite figures in my collection. I will continue this in part 2 because I don't want to go too far over my time limit. And yeah, if you'd like to check out part 2, it's coming right up.